Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on individuals who are working hard as business owners to help make a difference here in Milwaukee. My first guest happened to be brothers, Khalif and Que El-Amin. They're the co-founders of Young Enterprising Society, also known as YES. Good morning, fellas.
Hey, good morning.
Thank you both for being here today. I'm so excited to see your business continuing to grow. And Que, you've got some big things in store that I'd love for you to tell our viewers about today. But first, let's start off talking more about Young Enterprising Society and what it is you do.
Yeah, so Young Enterprising Society, we're a project management company. Our two main initiatives right now are STEAM programming, so science, technology, engineering, art, and math, where we teach middle and high school students tech training and really show them how to become entrepreneurs around the disciplines. And then most recently, we started what's called the Blueprint in 2018, which is a business accelerator for adults with startups in tech, e-commerce, or manufacturing.
I love that. And we'll talk in more detail about both of those. But when you talk about the STEAM movement, it's an important trend in K through 12 education because of the rapid pace of innovation and the changing nature of the job market. So for you guys to actually pinpoint this as something you want to focus on with young people is extremely important. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about what inspired you to actually move forward in creating not only just your business, but the programs and services that you're offering.
Yeah, so back in 2013, we were doing another program called Haircuts for Kids. We were traveling around and giving free haircuts, and then I expanded to Pamper My Princess, which were nail services for young ladies. And when we would go into schools, we would see that the way that they were being taught was the same way that we were being taught. And we went to school many years before that time. And we knew that that was the same way that our parents were taught, and so on and so forth. So we wanted to make sure that we were updating it because we know the same skill sets that were taught during the Industrial Revolution aren't the same skill sets that are needed now that we're in the information age. So we wanted to make sure that we were bringing people up to speed on those new technologies.
Yeah, and it's really important when you do the research. There are a number of kids in the inner city who just don't have access to STEM and STEAM programs. So it's extremely important when you talk about giving minority children the opportunity to be exposed to things like drones and chipping or whatever. I'm not even, on everything that goes on when it comes to STEM education. So talk about that in particular.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the exposure piece. Kids, children, youth don't know what they don't know. So, if we can come into schools and introduce them to, drones or microcomputers or microcontrollers or virtual reality, things that they may see, but they never really had an opportunity to really learn about or touch or feel or break or build. I think that provides another level of credibility and another level of just them feeling important and feeling like someone, genuinely cares about their future. And then, once you can couple in, the relatability piece and seeing people who look like them come in and teaching, on such subjects, that just adds more value to our programming.
Yeah, and I have to correct myself. I said chipping, but really it's coding, right? So do you guys get into coding and all of that as well?
Yes, and chipping is a thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
I just learned something new.
For tracking purposes, there are microchips that are embedded into animals to be able to read their location, and so on and so forth. But yeah, we do work with coding, and we understand that coding is an important part of the computer science kind of ecosystem. But everybody won't be a coder. It's a small subset, but what it's really about is wrapping the skill sets around that makes the coders good. So of course you need the people that code, but you also need designers, you need the artists, you need the business managers. So in all our programming, we do have a set of engineers or coders, but then it's also who wraps around there that will make a full business or a full ecosystem for everybody to be successful.
Yeah, and all this stuff is so relevant to the 21st century when you really think about it, because a long time ago, when it came to our pets, we put a collar on them with a little tag, which a lot of people still do that. But that was the only way you hope somebody would call you and tell you that they found your animal. But now there's the microchipping where if a dog is found clear across the country, they can really find the owners. So I think a lot of times people forget that this is a new way of doing things, and this is the way we're going in the future. Because if you think about, you guys are talking about the virtual stuff, the video games that the kids play, I guess you probably remind them that they don't have to just play them. They actually have the ability to learn and create them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, last year we had a group of 18 students between the ages of 11 and 19. They actually went through what we called was Yes Studios. So it was a 4-week program where they actually developed their own fully functioning video game using Unity 3D.
Wow. So if there are parents who are watching who are interested in getting their young people involved, is there something specific or particular that they need to do in order to take advantage of some of the programs that you're offering?
Yes, you can always contact us via our website at followtheyes.com. And from there, we can make sure that we keep all the parents up to date on our programming that we have going on during the summer or the schools that we work at during the school year.
Okay, so you do have partnerships with different organizations and schools, so that makes it easier for you to have access to kids who are already in a group of some sort, right?
That's correct. Yeah, we work with MPS, Employ Milwaukee. We worked with the Boys and Girls Club, YFCAs, so a lot of different groups.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. So this is a great time to talk about the blueprint. So I love the name, the blueprint, because basically you're saying you're setting the standard, and if somebody wants to follow suit and be a visionary, then this is what it's all about, I guess.
And it's a shout out to Jay-Z.
Okay. While your brother's over there looking like Babyface. I had to get that in cue. Somebody's looking at the TV going, he does look like Babyface. So I'm sorry I digress, but talk more about the blueprint.
Yeah, so like I said, the blueprint has been around since 2018. It's in two tracks. So the first track is the idea validation cohort. It's 12 weeks where that's more earlier stage companies just looking to make sure that they might have a concept in their head, so they want to make sure that is ready when they take it to market. And then the second cohort is the market validation cohort, where we really dive into who their customer is, what are they selling, what are they buying, how much are they buying, where are they buying it from. So really diving into the market segment. But since 2018, we've been very blessed to graduate 4 cohorts of the blueprint with a total of 34 companies that have gone through. And then we're currently in the 6th week of our 5th cohort, and we have another 13 companies that are going through now. And obviously this cohort is 100% virtual due to COVID-19. So we're very, very fortunate to be in the position to be able to not only give the information, but the resources, the knowledge, and the confidence to help continue to build, grow, and sustain these underrepresented founders.
I love that. And I know somebody's also watching saying, well, these guys are pretty young themselves. So when did you guys really figure out that this was a direction that you wanted to go in and really build upon the idea that you had in your minds?
As a business, 8-9 years ago. And, it's like with most businesses that grow out of a failed business. And so we, early on, we got a chance to work with our father from when we were pretty much like 9 and 10, and always being within his business. New Horizons, which he ran for 35 years now. And
Mhm.
so we just saw that, it was always kind of in us to, as he was always say, do for self and to build your own community. And so we just always took that. So either we was working in his business or working, for our own. And then for the blueprint, it was really out of a necessity. And then the resources were provided so that we could provide not only the education, but also the money that it takes to start these businesses. And so we just kind of ran with it once we got the opportunity.
All right. So quickly, before we run out of time, Q, I wanted you to talk about another project or projects that you have going on. One of them is located on 32nd and Center, and it's considered one of the most substantial affordable housing developments in city and state history. That is pretty amazing. Please fill us in.
Oh yeah, so that's what's called the community within the corridor, and Khalif is on that too. Uh, and we have Raheem Boynes, Michael Wesley, our partners in Minnesota by the name of Roars Companies. And what we're doing there is we're developing 197 residential units, and in addition to that, it's about 70,000 square feet of recreational and commercial space.
Wow.
And so we not only want to build the housing units, which is fine and that's cool, but we also want to wrap in all of the amenities that you need to be successful in life around it. So we have a small grocer on site, which is African American owned. We have a laundromat, which is African American owned. We have what's called the Creative Corridor, so people will be able to come in, record music. They can video production, small theater, dance, podcasting. We have our Yes programming, so we have all of our STEAM after school programming. Khalid will have his core sports, so after school, so recreation on site. And so we just need a medical provider, and we'll be, all inclusive. But it was just a unique opportunity, and I think that's what really makes it stand out. Is again, not only the housing and the sheer size of it. It's a $60 million project, so it's be one, not the largest on the north side. And we really, but wrapping around all of those ancillary services is what really makes it great.
Wow, that leaves me speechless. I am so amazed by you guys because not only have you figured out the world of tech and really made your mark there, you also are doing this real estate development. So it's kind of like across the board, you really get what it takes to move forward with ideas. And what's even more important to mention is that you're really helping make a difference in the lives of people who live right here in Milwaukee while doing that. So quickly, if you would, Khalif, talk about the importance of the location, 32nd and Center, and when will it be open for business?
Yeah, so 32nd and Center is right on the 30th Street Industrial Corridor. Looking to open, we'll break ground October of this year, and then looking to open, have all the services completed March of 2022.
Wow. Proud of you guys. And you've been on the show before. And just from the last time I spoke with you, you guys have just done a million things on top of what you are already doing. And quickly, just tell us another project that people can look out for.
Yep. So the other project is called Villard Commons. It's on 37th and Villard, and we'll start leasing on there in November. So the great thing I like about Villa Commons, we do have commercial component, and it's 4 stories high, so you really can see downtown all over the north side, just because there's no other views like that in the area. So please, come work with us, come support us, come get educated, come shop, however you can support. We're here to help.
Yes, and keep your eyes open for the El-Amin brothers. They are certainly doing their thing, and I'm proud of you guys. And please feel free to come back and keep us up to date on all that you have going on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. Khalif and Que El-Amin are co-founders of Young Enterprising Society, known as Yes. For more information, you can visit their website at followtheyes.com. Also, keep your eyes open for the project Villard Commons at 37th and Villard, and community within the corridor at 32nd and Center. When we return to our Issues Milwaukee, we'll talk to another local entrepreneur who has helped bring positive change to the community in many ways as well. We'll catch up with Garland Smith, also known as G, from G's Clippers, right after this.